What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get the Bitcoin chart up on the screen. Let's see what's going on. All right, sitting at $94,150, guys. Looking good, looking juicy. Breakout came to fruition just like we were expecting. My next two levels of resistance are up here, guys, between that 97, 98K and obviously the 100K region. Going to be a lot of resistance up there, but let's get there first, right? First steps first. Can we close higher today than we did yesterday? Yesterday we closed at about 93,400. Can we close at 94,150 or higher? That would be fantastic. Isaac with the super chat. Hope this makes you feel better, Rob. It does make me feel better, brother, but not for the reasons you might think. I feel honestly like I've been away for like a week, right? Um, I know yesterday I put out a little bit of content. The day before I put out like one video, but I feel like I've been away for like a week. Missed you guys. So, and yeah, it just makes me feel like you guys missed me too, right? So, I don't know how long my voice is going to last through the stream, guys. I can already start to feel it and hear it kind of slipping a little bit. So, we'll do what we can. I'm going to try my best today to get through a full regular day of content, both here and over on the Patreon. We'll see how that plays out. But if I run out of voice, I run out of voice. We'll see what happens. But Bitcoin's looking good, guys. Let's look at the bubbles, guys. My goodness. Let's have a look at the bubbles. Look at this beautiful picture, guys. That's the daily. Look at the weekly. Look at the weekly. Turbo's up 163% on the week. That's crazy, man. Cookie's up 42. Mavi's up 42. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go look at a broader spectrum. Nice. Look at that. That's the week, you guys. That's the week. I love it. I dig it. Absolutely. Only things that are red right now, SPA, but it's had a green month though. It's up 39.5% on the month. So yeah, I don't know, guys. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to stop DCAing soon. I'm still DCAing right now, but I'm getting close to that breaking point where I might stop. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the chat a little bit. See what everybody's talking about out there. How's everybody feeling today? Bullish, bearish? Are you expecting a bit of a pullback? Let me know, guys. Let me know. But first, before we get into the chat, shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Self-Custody Wallet, guys. Get yourselves one today. Use our link down below. Get a great deal. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Do not leave your crypto on exchanges. You can swap and take profits right on your Decent wallet. You can even stake your Onyx coin through the protocol, 32% APR with your Decent wallet. Check it out, guys. Use our link. Get a great deal. All right, let's get into the chat. Danny, what's up, buddy? I'll catch up later. Nice. Thanks for popping in, my guy. Thank you for popping in. Isaac first, damn it. Shane, I can't laugh or I'll start coughing like crazy, guys. What's up, man? Hope you're feeling better, brother. Little bit better today, guys. A little bit better every day, right? Jess, what's going on? I hope it's finally time for the bull run to resume. Charging ahead. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Thank you so much, Jess. Yes, I think it's going to be 4 or 5 months of magic time, guys. Magic time. Joel, what's up, buddy? Hope you're feeling better. Robin, thanks for all you do. Hey, no problem, brother. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being patient and waiting for me while I was sick. Paul, nice to see you, buddy. I believe you are stronger than before. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Joy, hey, Robin, Patreon family. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you for all you do and posting great content. Everyone hit the like. Yes, absolutely, guys. Make sure you're hitting the like and you're subscribing to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you nothing. Not a thing. It's absolutely free, guys. So hook a brother up, right? Hook us up. It's the HBO special. Help a brother out. All right, what else do we have? Good afternoon. Hope you're feeling better. Crypto future pump in effect, baby. 94K, let's go. WF Capital, lost all my ZBEC. I don't believe you. Yeah, I know you, brother. I know you. Mario, hope you're feeling better, Rob. Thank you so much. Sean, let the Jasmine Beast eat. Eat, feed me more. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Hope you're feeling better, Rob. Your selfless dedication to the community is amazing and you're appreciated. The market is doing great overall, especially my baby XCN. Hell yeah. Up 24% on the day. Looking good. Looking good. I showed you guys the XCN chart. I want to say yesterday. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the XCN chart. Yeah, as you can see, I did some charting yesterday on the live stream for you guys. Someone requested it. Let's make this bigger. So I told you guys this was a textbook bull flag pattern and that we were going to break to the upside. And look at that beautiful break to the upside, just like anticipated. We hit a bit of resistance right here and rejected back down at 2 cents 39, but I believe we will break through there, guys, and we will come up to that 2 cents 9, 3 cents level next. So yeah, Onyx Coin with a fantastic move. Sorry, I had to cough there. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Speedy recovery, Rob. Hope you feel better. A little bit better every day, guys. Carlos bought ZBEC Fear yesterday and doubled up. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people made a big mistake yesterday by panic selling. But here's the misunderstanding, though, guys. A lot of the selling pressure that happened was because you have to understand this. When an exchange delists a project for whatever reason, I don't even care what the reason is why. I'm mega bullish on ZBEC. The whatever exchange it was, again, BitHub or whatever, they can cram it with walnuts as far as I'm concerned. I don't really care about them, right? I don't even know anybody who uses that exchange. But to say most of the selling pressure that happened yesterday was because people who are on that exchange that don't use decentralized exchanges had no choice but to sell because they had nowhere to move it over to, right? There's a lot of people in crypto who don't know how to use hot wallets or dexes, and they'll just use one exchange and they'll just stick to that one exchange. Coinbase is a perfect example. There are millions of people who use Coinbase who only use Coinbase, and if there's a project they want but it's not on Coinbase, they miss out, right? Same thing if a project that's on Coinbase gets delisted, well, they just sell it because they can't hold it. They're not going to go start another account on another exchange. Some people are like that. A lot of people are like that. So up my position to 2 million. Nice. Congratulations, man. Easy. Yo. What's good, fam? Green candles incoming. Alfonso, glad you're feeling better. Thank you so much. Yeah, what's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you. Lawrence, Yo Rob is back. Be easy now. Still got to watch out for this virus. Yeah. Got to watch for a double top pattern on the virus. Absolutely, man. Trying to shake out. My dude, Big Rob, back 100%. I wish I was 100% health. I'm about 50% right now, to be honest with you. My voice, I don't know if you guys could tell, but my voice still is not. It's kind of fading as I go. XCN to the moon. Charmander's in the house. We got our first Pokemon of the evening, of the day, of the morning. I am at a loss for words. My brain's still not functioning fully. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much. Beebs, my guy. Leafs up. 2-0 on the Sens. What the hell happened to your Lightning against Florida there, man? What was that about? You know what really frustrates me, man? This whole circumvention of the salary cap. Teams like Florida, man, putting their star players on LTIR until the playoffs start, that's complete BS, man. They got to do something about that. Kachuk is hurt, comes back. Oh, he's hurt for like, what, 3 months he misses of the season, comes back, scores 2 goals. Come on. BS, man. BS. I call BS on that. House, do you have an Instagram? I really need to get on X. I have an Instagram, but not for crypto. And honestly, the Instagram that I have, I don't think I've actually posted anything on Instagram in like 5 years. So I have one technically, but I don't use it. Uh, Zebek next mantra, ready to happen. Wallets heavily. Uh, I wouldn't relate. Controlled by insiders. Learn how to rug check. Man, honestly, learn how to rug check. Learn what a rug pull actually is. It is comical that you're sitting here telling me how to rug check and you don't even know what the definition of a rug pull, right? So let me break it down for you because clearly you haven't been in crypto long enough to understand. A rug pull is when a project changes the contract so that only the creator can pull liquidity, can sell, right? So then what happens is people buy it, but they can't sell it. And then the creator pulls all the liquidity out of the project and runs. That's what a rug pull is. You, my friend, have your inexperience in crypto is glaringly clear. You don't even know the definitions of the terms in crypto. First of all. Second of all, are you really, really ignorant enough um, are you ignorant enough to think that a company, global companies, like, I don't know, here, you know what? I'll show you right now. I'll show you your own ignorance. Check this out. Let me show you how ignorant you are. You think that these companies are not going to do their due diligence before partnering with another company. Are you that naive? Ondo, Stellar, Solana, Visa, MasterCard, Coinbase, Alchemy Pay, MoonPay. What else we got? BlackRock, SBI Group. Like, do you really think these companies don't vet projects that they partner with, companies that they partner with? Are you really that stupid? Right? Because I got a bridge to nowhere that I will sell you, my friend, if you believe that Zebek is a rug pull, and that all of these companies failed to do a background check on Zebek before partnering with them, and you are the one person on YouTube who found out through a Solana meme coin rug check that Zebek was a rug pull. You did more research than Circle, Visa, MasterCard, Solana, Coinbase, BlackRock, SBI. You did more research than all of those companies. Get a fucking grip, man. Get a grip. Derek, what's up, buddy? Can you educate me on how to sell my crypto on Tangent Wallet? Do I need to buy USDT? Yeah, just shoot me ask us in the live stream over on the Patreon. There's been a lot of help with those kind of things over there. That's where we do that kind of stuff. I know you're over there. So ask us in the live stream over there and we'll help you out, man. Peebs, I added 1 million more Zebek in last night's sell-off. Nice. There you go, brother. Over the top. What's up, buddy? Do you think you'll start the one-on-one back next week? I'm hoping I'll have a voice tonight. If I have a voice today, I'll try to get through some of them today. We'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping I should be better by tomorrow or the next day. I feel like I'm only about a day or two out, so glad to hear you feeling better. Thank you so much. Amazing Coins, what's up, buddy? Hey, Rob. Glad you sound better, feeling better, driving into work. Nice. Isaac, my dude. I will hold my breath without a problem waiting for you. Thank you, brother. Badlander's in the house. What's up, buddy? Hey, Rob, focus. Any deets on Zebek AMA? Actually, focus. I'm doing a recorded video playing the Zebek AMA today. So I'll be putting that out this afternoon. So keep an eye out for that. Hey, Rob, the market looks very good. Heck yeah, it does. Carlos, the coach. Praying for your wellness, recovery. Thanks for your expertise. XCM, baby. Pump it. Yes, absolutely, man. Valentino, not a sissy bear in the house. Nope, a sissy bear. There you go. Absolutely. Paul, here I'll be sounding stronger, man. Yeah, I'm getting a little lightheaded, though, to be honest with you guys. I'm still very, very short of breath, so I might have to slow down my talking a little bit. I'm very, very lightheaded right now. About to dip on Zebek. Tally, thank you for all you do. Just priceless. Thank you. Ryan, what's up, buddy? I'm going to secretly miss your Super Dave voice. Super Dave Osborne in the house, baby. Hell yeah. What's up, Quentin? Good to see you, buddy. Blaz in the house. Liquidity sickness is trying to make your voice bearish, Rob, but it won't work. I can't be shook. Lions Den, go Canes. But love you, Rob. Hey, absolutely, man. I hope the Canes take out New Jersey. That would be good. That would be good. I think so. The Canes, if I understand, the Canes would play either Washington or Montreal, right? If they beat New Jersey, I think. He ruined my hockey pool, him and Brady. Ah, yeah. Oh, you picked Brady? That's not a good choice, man. He's been whisper quiet. The goal he scored last night wasn't even his goal. One of the Leafs defensemen, it went off his skate and went in his own net. Um, You're getting sick might be at a new local bottom indicator. Yes, I hope so. They raised over 100 million in capital to start, so they had to pitch investors. Zebek is the best. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Did you say steak? Thanks, brother. No problem, man. Said with love, but you're sounding like Mr. Makey from South Park. Nice. Wishing a speedy recovery. Very nice. Well played, my friend. Well played. All right, let's get into some of the news, guys. We got another brand new. You know what? I got a new partnership video I got to make for Zebek. I'll be doing that over on Crypto Blueprint today, guys. So listen, if you want to get the latest and greatest, Zebek has a brand new partner, guys. I'll be doing a video this afternoon over on Crypto Blueprint's channel. This is the channel here. Make sure you go shoot me a sub over on Crypto Blueprint, guys. I dual stream over there, so I'm live over there right now as well. I will be dropping a new Zebek partnership video and as an added bonus, a meta rush breakdown update, which is the biggest game on Myria. So you're not going to want to miss that, guys. Make sure you go over, subscribe to Crypto Blueprint as well. Jasmine #1 making a recovery, 50 cents all-time high. Let's go, baby. Zebek, Koreans despise that project. I don't know why. Because it's made in America. That's why. Good evening, Rob. Kat, what's going on? Good to see you, Kat. Good to see you. All right. Crying out loud, these commercials. Let's get into a video here that we got going on about the tariffs, guys. Okay, listen. Before I play it, another quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Descent Self Custody Wallet. Get yourselves one today, guys. Use our link down below. Get a fantastic deal. Learning Resources CEO on Mr. T's tariffs. I'm rapidly being liberated from my money. Check it out.
Educational toy manufacturer and family-owned small business Learning Resources has filed a lawsuit challenging President Trump's authority to impose tariffs. Joining us right now is Rick Woldenberg. He's the CEO of Learning Resources. And Rick, Liberation Day was just a few weeks ago, earlier this month. How have things felt with you and your business since you learned how high these tariffs were going to be?
I'm rapidly being liberated from my money. So not so great, Becky.
Shots fired.
What happened? We knew that there were going to be tariffs. The president campaigned on this, and I think you yourself had a plan for tariffs as high as 40%.
Yeah, we did. When they were at 20%, he had promised 60%. We figured maybe he would land at 40%. But when it went from 20% to 145, it just went completely off the rails. It's 2.5 times what he said was the maximum. And it's way into the stratosphere that no business could possibly, handle. We basically stopped importing at that point, which is obviously catastrophic. The business is built on flow.
So I saw a number somewhere. I don't want to misquote it. I think you were paying about $2 million in tariffs before Liberation Day, and now you're paying?
Well, we tried to do an apples comparison under the new rules, and our last year we paid 2.3 million, and we projected this year we would pay 100 million. Of course, I don't have 100 million to pay, so like that'll never happen. But on an apples basis, our costs went up 44 times. The reason is that we used to import at 0%, and so now our tax is 1.5 times the cost of the product.
I've used plenty of your toys in our house. If you talk to supporters of the president, they'll say, look, this is a problem. Americans got addicted to cheap imports, and we're better off finding manufacturing and sourcing here in the United States. What's your response to that?
Well, that's infuriating. Our company exists because we're able to deliver those products to you at a price you're willing to pay and that you think provides a value. So that means that the jobs we've created don't matter. In addition, by raising the cost of these products to force us to make these products in the U.S., which we believe is impossible, you'll shrink the size of our market, and you and everyone else in this country will be impoverished because your money just won't go as far. I honestly don't understand why people think it is a good strategy to make me raise my prices 70%. Who benefits from that? I won't. I'm just raising money from you to pay them. It's a tax.
Why is it so difficult or so expensive to manufacture those same toys here in the United States? You said you think it's impossible. What have you looked into? What have you found?
Well, I've looked on and off for 10 years because at various times there have been incentives to produce products in the U.S. And we've tried to even create a range we could make here. And the reality is I can't find a single U.S. manufacturer to do it. They don't want to do it. Our products are too low volume. They would like to run a very simple product that doesn't have a lot of handwork in it to finish the product. And they would like to run it for months at a time, as opposed to days at a time. We have well over 1,000 products for sale on Amazon, for instance. And the reality is that nobody wants to produce products at our volume. The labor costs in this country are also very high, and labor's not really available. So we're just kind of boxed out. There is no technology solution either. We've looked for that as well.
So you filed a lawsuit. You're hoping that this goes to the Supreme Court, and your point in the lawsuit is that the president does not have the authority to unilaterally raise these tariffs without going through Congress?
That's what we believe, yes. And so we'd like a court to adjudicate that on an urgent basis.
Where does that stand right now?
Well, we filed yesterday, so we're just getting started, but we're going to race as quickly as we can to the highest court in the land and have them look at this issue. We do not believe that these tariffs were issued with valid authority.
Rick, do you get frustrated when you see big businesses lobby the administration, go to Washington, ask for exemptions, and then receive those exemptions?
That's exasperating, honestly. I don't know why companies that have $100 billion in cash are more worthy than us. We're a mission-driven business. We provide hundreds of really great jobs that are well-paying. We add a lot of value to families like yours, and the handouts go to people that have $100 billion in cash. Honest to God, it's an upside-down, inside-out world.
Will you survive this if these tariffs stay intact the rest of this year?
Look, we're getting hammered right now. We missed pulling some shipments back by a day, and it's going to cost us nearly $1 million when it would have cost us 15 or 20,000. So we're getting hobbled, but my job is to survive. So I'm going to fight like a dog to survive. And I think your family and your kids' schools want us to stay in business. So we're going to do that no matter what.
Yeah, I will say some of the toys, we even showed some of them. They're great therapy toys. Therapists that I know, occupational therapists, use them and things too. Rick, I want to wish you the best of luck and hope things work out for you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Important companies, guys, are suffering because of this. Hopefully they can recover, right? Big Botto, you tell him, Rob, hey man, we got to drop that elbow once in a while. Figure four leg lock, right? Klaus, Mr. Schwab under investigation for financial misconduct days after stepping down from the World Economic Forum chair. So, Mr. You'll Own Nothing and Be Happy himself is under financial misconduct investigation. What a surprise, right? What a surprise. What else do we have? White House slashing China's tariffs to de-escalate the trade war. Things are looking very, very bullish, guys. As these trade wars seem to be simmering down now, things could start to look a lot better moving forward. I love it. Okay. Anyways, I got another video here for you guys in a moment. I gotta play these videos. I can't really read any articles right now because of my voice, guys, but we're gonna go through this this video here in a moment. Just let me catch up in the chat a little bit. Tim, Rob, you can start using an AI podcast program using program Jasmine uses while you're sick. Yes, I could do that. I might do that. We'll see. H Bar Marina in the house. What's up, buddy? You think about what do you think about LCX? I don't have an exit price on LCX, my friend. It is a good project, but I've never really put much thought into an exit price point. Honestly, I'd probably be out of that project by about 70 to 75 cents. I think that $1 is going to be a really, really strong psychological level. I don't think it'll quite get there. Would you buy ZBEC or XPR at these current prices? I'm not buying anything today at all. Nothing. Well, actually, I don't know. ZBEC's up 4% on the day. XPR is down 1% on the day. I'm not buying anything today, to be honest with you. It's too green out there. I'm bullish on CRV. Been holding it for a while. Oh, yeah. Hey, absolutely. CRV is a great project. Great project. I made good money on that one in the 2021 cycle. Get well soon, Rob. How's the M2? Actually, I do have the M2 Bitcoin correlation pulled up here because I knew someone was going to ask. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at us go. Holy freaking heck. We're going, man. And look at the M2. Just ripping to the upside, guys. Just ripping. That's going to be beautiful. If Bitcoin touches off where the M2 money supply is right now, you're looking at, geez, come on. You're looking at about $120,000 for the Bitcoin if it hits where the M2 money supply is right now, if it stays correlated here. And I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but right here, there's a buy signal on Bitcoin. We've been getting a buy signal flashing here on Bitcoin. Very, very bullish. We just smashed above the 50-week, right? Very, very bullish, guys. Huge, huge news. What else do we have? Mario. That's a well-spoken businessman. Yes. Is he what? He's using 0% imports. That's what dug us in a hole long term in the first place. Do you have a link to the Decent card or took me to the biometric wallet? Actually, yes, I do. Hang on a second. Let me, I have a link to the card here. Right here. I'm putting it in the chat right now for you, Jess. There you go. I put it in the chat for you. Hey Rob, I'm getting excited. I'm satisfied with what I've been able to put into the market. I got some more money came in a week that I can put in. Nice. Yeah, right now, I'm not buying anything today, guys. I'm going to sit back today. I'm going to see how today plays out. Let's see where we get our daily close. Maybe we get a pullback later today. Maybe we keep pumping, right? Jesse and James, what's up? Thanks for all you do. We appreciate your dedication. Hey, no problem. India saw the worst. I can't talk about that stuff on the channel, blah, or I'll get shadow banned. So uh, get better soon, brother. Try some natural honey and tea. Yes, absolutely. Tony, you have any thoughts on spirits? Yes, actually, I do like that project. I am bullish on it. Guilty. Overcome. What's up? Will Swift come to come? Oh yeah, of course. Swift coin. You know what? Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you something here before we get to the video. Okay. Look at this. Look at the Onyx coin chart. I showed you guys this yesterday. A textbook bull flag breakout, right? We broke out just like I said we would. Now, let's look at this now. Let's go look at Swiftcoin. What do we have here on Swiftcoin? Exactly the same thing. Textbook bull flag. We're just starting the breakout. So yes, your answer is yes. We will see these highs again. The breakout on this is 1 cent 9 to 2 cents roughly from this bull flag. So yes. Speedy recovery, bud. My nights have been lonely lately. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a live stream tonight. We'll see what happens. If my voice can hold out, we'll see. Oh man, Rob's sounding like the Godfather. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay. Wise mine. What's up, man? Have you tried some elderberry? I think I've tried just about everything, honestly. We may be entering the sitting on your hand zone. Yes, exactly. Glad I was buying the red in fear. Thanks to you, Rob. May right around the corner. Yes, exactly. Everyone who was listening to me and was buying the downside over this last little while, guys. Listen, I was telling you guys, I was buying the lows down here, right? Do you have any idea how much I know a lot of you guys have an idea, how much I was getting attacked, telling people I'm buying the dip down here, I'm buying all through here, I'm buying down here. People like, stop telling people to buy. We're going into a bear market. You're getting people wrecked, bro. Stop telling people to buy. Uh-huh. You were saying, right? See? Exactly. That's the difference between experience and inexperience based on emotional decisions, right? That's the difference. Good afternoon, Rob. Hopefully Mr. T does not tweet something negative. Yes, I agree. I agree, Mike. Did the ZBEC meeting happen already? Yes, it did. Ali, I will be releasing a video. I'm going to be recording it. I'm putting out a video covering it on YouTube this afternoon. So make sure you catch that right here. Brother, how we looking on Jasmine? Still target of 3? Yes, the target for Jasmine still 3 cents 1. Yes, sir. Jasmine's doing the exact same thing right now as Onyx Coin and Swift Coin. Right? Look at it. It's just breaking out of this textbook bull flag. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing as Onyx Coin and Swift. The charts for Jasmine, Onyx Coin, and Swift are identical. All textbook bull flags breaking out to the upside right now. Very much more move to the upside coming. So yes. Carolina Hurricanes, baby. Yep. Absolutely. I'm glad I listened to your lucky. Yeah, no kidding, Tyler. No kidding, man. You rang. No disrespect, just pure comedy with that voice. Yeah, it's fine. Listen, guys. You can make fun of my voice. I'm not gonna take it as disrespect. I could take a joke. Guys. Absolutely. Have your fun, man. Have your fun. I would have bought more XCN, but I didn't have dry powder. I've been saying I sound like Super Dave Osborne, right? Crypto Sensei posted XRP at $600. Even more a reason to be bullish on XCN. My bad. Apparently Binance posted that. Bad Rob. Swear to me. Just ordered my wallet. Thanks. Hey, thank you, Jess, for using my link. I appreciate you. That's my favorite. You rang. Lurch. Lurch from the Addams family. Yep, exactly. All right, let's get into this video. What do we got here, guys? All right, so former Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally, whatever his face is. If we were to have a recession, it would be self-inflicted.
IMF expecting the global economy to slow sharply this year in the wake of President Trump's tariffs. Joining us right now to talk inflation, chances of recession, so much more. Former Deputy Treasury Secretary in the Biden administration, Wally Adeyemo. Good morning to you. I'll start with just the basic question. Do you think we really are set up for a recession here?
Well, Andrew, it's great to be with you. And I think that if we were to have a recession, it would be a self-inflicted one, because today what you've seen in terms of earnings reports is that companies have done quite well in the first quarter, but they're all worried about the uncertainty that's coming with the tariff regime that's been put in place by the president. And if those tariffs were to be removed, my expectation is the consumer would stay strong and companies would stay strong. But if they're not, I think what you're hearing from companies is probably what the president heard from Target and from Walmart and others that he met with, which is that consumers are going to pay the cost with almost $3,000 in more cost. And our companies are going to pay the cost as well, because there's going to be a great deal of uncertainty. So my hope is what we heard yesterday from both the president and Secretary of Treasury is true, and that they're going to work to come to deals. But talking about talking is one thing. The question now is, when can you actually get to conversations with the Chinese? Fortunately, this week, the G20 is meeting here in Washington, D.C., and my hope is that Secretary Bessent will walk over to his Chinese counterparts and ask them to start a conversation about how we de-escalate the situation.
So do you think there is a way to fully put the toothpaste back in the tube?
I don't know that you can fully put it back in the tube, partially because of the uncertainty created by not just the tariffs that have already been announced, but the investigations the president has started. But they can start to provide more clarity about what their goals are. Ultimately, for any president, for any negotiation, you start out with your maximalist approach, but then you figure out what the landing zone is for your negotiations. And the reality is that the sooner the president, the Secretary of the Treasury, and others make very clear what the U.S. is going to accomplish and over what time frame that is, then markets can adjust. Then people can start to plan. And once that starts to happen, then I feel a lot better about the prospects of avoiding a recession and the U.S. economy continuing to grow.
How do you feel about the dollar being the reserve currency? How do you feel about just the prospect of other countries and investors around the world buying our bonds?
So this week, as I mentioned, the IMF and World Bank are having their spring meetings, and a number of investors and businesses are in town. And I've had a chance to see a number of them, and I think that for most of them, for the last several decades, they've been overweight the United States, and that's even increased over the last, I'd say, 4 to 8 years. But for many of them today, given what's happening, not just with tariffs, but the uncertainty that's being created by the United States, they're reallocating assets. You've seen what that Europe has. Stocks have outperformed the United States, and that's happened with Japan as well. So while I continue to expect the U.S. Dollar to be the reserve currency, we're putting at risk the exceptionalism of the United States by taking actions that promote uncertainty rather than certainty. The reality is that for most of these investors, they want to invest here in the United States because of the strength of our business community and because of the strength of our labor market and the people who work here.
So that would argue that we have leverage in this whole situation.
I think the reality is that the United States is the biggest economy in the world. There are 4% of the people in the world live in the United States. We're 25% of the global economy. Of course, we have leverage. The question is really, how do we use that to promote the growth of the U.S. economy and the growth of the global economy? And right now, the concern is that we're doing the opposite, with investors deciding to put their money elsewhere, and with our companies struggling to figure out what going forward policy will be. It's going to make it harder for not only our companies, but for consumers who are going to pay the ultimate price. So while we have the ability to change things, we need to take those steps now.
Let me ask you a different question. The Financial Times reported this week that the Chinese sovereign wealth funds have effectively stopped investing in the United States. And I wonder whether you think that's a chess piece in the larger tariff negotiation, whether you think that inspires other sovereign wealth groups, and I'm thinking now of Canada, teachers, Norway, go into Europe, other parts of Asia. Do they say we're not going to invest in the hedge funds and in the private equity and venture capital? I mean, these have been some of the great successful investments over time. Or do you think this is just part of a grander, as I said, chess game?
So, Andrew, you said it. Ultimately, the United States is the best place to put your money over the long term. And I think the goal here is to make sure that doesn't change. Stopping an investment now or starting one in a few months matters far less than what's happened over time. And over the last 80 years, countries and individuals and pension funds have put their money in the United States, and they've earned a lot of money doing it. The question now is how soon we can get to a point where the president and the administration provide the type of certainty that's needed to increase those investments. Ultimately, that's what he said he wanted. And I think that the best thing that we know is that he's listening to foreign investors, and he's listening also to companies in the United States. And the hope is they provide the certainty so that for these companies, for these pension funds, they want to continue investing in the United States.
Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Guess we'll see. What else do we have? Good old Adams family. Lurch, yes. Absolutely. You kind of sound like Fathom. Her. How you doing, Rob? Glad to see you, brother. Where do you see XCM? Actually, I did some XCN charting about 20 minutes ago in the live stream. You'll have to just rewind and watch it. I gave my price targets on the breakout. Larry, the partnership for Zebek means nothing. Larry, if you're honestly you're comparing apples and oranges, first of all. If you're comparing Mantra, what happened with Mantra to what's going on with Zebek, not even close to the same thing, first of all. Second of all, what you just said, you can't just excuse away or explain away valid, important things like massive partnerships. You can't just say, oh, but those partnerships with MasterCard don't mean anything. What the hell are you talking about? That reminds me of the Shaggy video where he's cheating on his girlfriend, and she walks in and says, hey, you're cheating on me. And he's like, it wasn't me. And he's balls deep in this girl. That's exactly the same thing you just did. That's as much sense as it makes. But I know that all of these massive partnerships are huge, but they just don't mean anything. That doesn't make any sense. They mean everything. They're in the decentralized finance era narrative. They're literally issuing MasterCards that can be used anywhere globally, and their partnership with MasterCard just simply doesn't matter. It's just a logo on paper. Do you see how that sounds? That's like me opening a tiny little burger stand and saying, I'm going to overtake McDonald's in business. And you say to me, McDonald's is a global franchise with massive partnerships and they're huge. And that's like me saying, yeah, but that just doesn't matter. You see how much sense that makes? Like this generation and their thought that they can just say a phrase and it will automatically nullify valid real world facts and points. I'm sorry, Larry, but you're just wrong. Partnerships absolutely matter with companies like Visa, MasterCard, and BlackRock when you're in decentralized finance. Plain and simple, man. No worries, man. No worries. Any point on betting on all XCN, Swift, and Jasmy when their charts are so similar? Better to diversify. I mean, I hold all three, so I don't know if that helps. Carlos Balls Steve. Yeah. Overcome. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right, guys. So listen, my voice is starting to cave on me a little bit. I'm getting very, very lightheaded. It takes a lot of energy to force. I know it sounds stupid, but it's taking a lot of energy out of me to force words out right now. And I'm getting lightheaded and I'm getting kind of dizzy. So I got to cut it off there. I'll try to be back tonight for a live stream. We'll test it out. Get over to Crypto Blueprint, guys. Like I said, I'll put it on your screen. Get over there. I have a video coming out today of a new partnership with Zebek and a breakdown of what's going on for MetaRush, the biggest game on Myria. Check it out, guys. Shoot me a sub over there. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Check out Decent Self-Custody Wallet, guys, channel sponsor. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.